Today we're going to do some conversions. I'm going to show you how to set up dimensional analysis problems, converting between different SI units. I would have a calculator out and your conversion factor note cards that you should have made out. You don't have to have all of them, but some of them would be helpful today as we work through 4 different problems. These problems are in Appendix D in the back of your textbook. I have copied a picture of that page and those problems on the left hand side of my screen here. We are going to do problems 1A, problem 1E, and then we're going to do problem 2C and 2E. And so what I'm going to do is set up all the problems for you. I am not going to put the final answer because I want you to go into the assignment that is connected to this and put in the answers. And that's how I know you watched the video and attempted to do these problems. I will answer any questions you have. You can always send me a message on Schoology, but all of them will be set up. All you have to do is do the calculation with your calculator, or you can do it in your head. So if you remember back to the other video, we had this chart. And for my regular students, you need to know kilo through milli. And this here, this little spot is our basic unit. And the basic unit can be meters, grams, liters. And so we're going to do conversions between these. I'm going to show you some where you always go back to the basic unit. You are more than welcome to do these in one step if you choose. So for number 1A, we have 5.2 centimeters, and we want to get to millimeters. So I'm going to start by writing 5.2 centimeters. When you do these problems, you always write what you're given first. And so it says 5.2 centimeters of magnesium ribbon. And then we're going to set up railroad tracks to solve these problems. And so I'm going to do this problem in 2 steps. I'm going to convert from centimeters to meters and then meters to millimeters. You are more than welcome to set up the problem in 1 step and go directly from centimeters to millimeters. That is up to you. You have your index cards that you should have made with the conversion factors. You get those out. You can do this, work through it the way I'm going to show you. You can work through it going centimeters directly to millimeters. So I'm going to go centimeters to meters. If you have that index card, get that out. And then I'm going to go from meters to millimeters. And like I said, you can go directly from centimeters to millimeters if you choose. I find a lot of students prefer to go through the basic unit when they're first doing these problems. So your index card going from centimeters to meters should say 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And then the second conversion card should say that 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters. And so you're going to want to get out your calculator. You multiply the top of the railroad track, you multiply the bottom of the railroad track. When you do that, units cancel diagonally, so you're left with millimeters. So after this video is over, and you'll want to do this on a sheet of paper so you have the answer for 1A, you're going to go into the assignment and answer what is the answer to 1A. And that's just my homework / attendance check for this lesson. So again, you multiply the top, you multiply the bottom, and then you divide. And you will go record your answer in the assignment that is, I think I think it is an assessment. It says assessment, but it's not going to be a test or quiz. It'll just be a a homework grade. The next problem we're going to do is 1E. So for 1E, I'm starting with 0.020 kilograms of tin. And I want to go to milligrams. Again, I always start my problems by writing the number and units on the top of my railroad tracks. For this one, I'm going to go back up and look at our figure. We're going to go from kilograms to milligrams. So we're going to start here, and we want to end here. So I'm going to go kilograms to basic unit to milligrams. Like I said, you can do this in one step. If you just want to go kilograms to milligrams, that is fine. But I'm going to do 2 steps for this problem. So I'm going to set it up to go from kilograms, so the units here move down here, to grams. And then I'm going to go from grams, these units here, I move down here, to milligrams. So if you have those index cards made for those conversions from kilograms to grams and milligrams to grams, pull those out. And so 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. And to solve this problem, you're going to multiply the top of your railroad tracks and get an answer. Multiply the bottom of your railroad tracks and get an answer. And then divide those two numbers. When you do that, your units that are the same cancel diagonally. So you're left with something milligrams. And so you'll record your answer into the assignment that's connected to this video link. The next problem we're going to do is 2C. So we're going to go from grams to kilograms. This will just be a one-step problem. So 2C, we're going to start with 0.5 grams of sodium. And that's on the top of our railroad tracks. And if you go back to, and you can find this card in your conversion factor card, we can go back and look at our table from our book. In this case, we erase what we had before. Oops. So in this case, we're going from grams, the basic unit, to kilograms. And that's just going to be one step, grams to kilograms. So grams of sodium to kilograms of sodium. And so look through your conversion factor card. You should have a card that has on one of the sides kilograms to grams. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. You are going to multiply the top of your railroad tracks, multiply the bottom, there's only one number there, and then divide those two numbers. And these units diagonally cancel. So you're left with an answer that's kilograms. And again, you're going to record that into the assignment that is with this link. The next problem we're going to do is 2e. We're going to go from millimeters to centimeters. So let's set it up. 35 millimeters. Setting up my railroad tracks. Now it's millimeters to centimeters. You have a choice here. You can go directly from millimeters to centimeters, or you can do 2 steps. So let's go back up and look at our figure. Yeah, that's our basic unit still. And so we're starting with millimeters, which is here, and we're going to centimeters, which is here. So you have 2 choices. You could just do a millimeters to centimeters conversion, or you can go millimeters to basic unit to centimeters. That is your choice. So let me show you if we just do it in 1 step, and then I'll show you with 2 steps. So if I was going to just do 1 step, I'm going to go from millimeters to centimeters. And so 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. You'd multiply the top, multiply the bottom, divide. These units cancel. You're left with an answer in millimeters. And then if you wanted to do 2 steps, I'll show that also. 2 conversion factors. I would first convert from millimeters to meters. You can find that card in your conversion factor index card set. And then I would go from meters to centimeters. 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. These units cancel. You multiply the top of your railroad tracks, get an answer, multiply the bottom of your railroad tracks and get an answer. Diagonally, the units that are the same can't cancel. Oh, over here, I have this wrong over here. This should be centimeters, sorry. And so you'll end up with centimeters. These answers are the same. Whichever way you do it, you're going to get the same answer. So you'll record that in your assignment that's linked with this video. Again, if you have questions, if you're confused, please join me in one of my scheduled office hour sessions. Please send me a message. If there's a different time that we need to set up for office hours, that can be done also. Or I can try to help you through answering message questions, or we can set up a Zoom meeting. So message me. I'm here if you have any questions or concerns. Have a great day.